Ugly game. A lot of ugly stretches. Pretty clear that, I didn't have these guys ready to play. So, put the responsibility on me. I got to do a better job getting these guys prepared. It was embarrassing. There were two stretches where our fans booed, and rightly so. And it was, I was ashamed to hear that, but they were right. Second unit guys showed really what this game is about. It's just unbridled competitive spirit and being physical and playing to exhaustion and playing unselfish. So we got some adjusting to do before the game on Sunday, and that'll start. I think a lot of guys are thinking about what happened right now and tonight, and we'll get together tomorrow and look at some of this stuff and do what we need to do better.
Rick, it felt like throughout the game, a lot of defensive lapses, Heat players wide open in various places. What to you was leading to or causing a lot of those?
Poor effort. I mean, we showed 5 transition clips at halftime where we just simply were not playing hard enough. And look, Miami is a polished veteran team that's desperate right now. They're under 500. They're trying to fight their way out of that, and they're a team that can make you look bad, and they did.
Starting 5 was outscored by 21 when they were together tonight. What to you has been the issue with that group specifically today, and was it an effort thing when you pulled them in the third quarter?
Well, pretty clearly, yes. I mean, we needed to get some guys that were going to fight out there, and so there was really no choice. And so look, it's one game. It's an ugly game. It's an ugly result. It's an ugly thing to look at, but it was beautiful when the second unit was throwing everything they had into it. And so, as a whole group, we're going to have to do that a lot more on Sunday.
2 high turnover games in a row for you guys. What is causing those in your eyes, primarily?
I would have to look at how many we have. 20 turnovers. That's obviously way too many. We'll look at that. If you're taking the ball out of the net and trying to go score on Miami's half-court set defense or their zone defense, I mean, you're already up against it. They just they protect the paint and they're physical and they're combative, and so the whole game has got to be played at a level where there's just not the kind of slippage that we saw tonight.
How did the first unit react just to being pulled en masse, I guess? And did you see anything positive in the fourth quarter in terms of how they took the message that came from a hockey level shift there?
How do they react?
Yeah, I mean, basically, did you see it? Obviously, when you make
you'll
that
have to ask those guys. I mean, I can't read minds. I mean, if I was one of the starters and part of that, I mean, I'd be embarrassed. That's me if I was out there, but it's been a long time since I've been in an NBA game. So, but you're asking me that question. I didn't go ask those guys individually,
Sure.
How they felt about being pulled, but pretty clearly being booed twice, by your home fans is cause for alarm.
I guess to delve in a little bit, you mentioned the second unit and the fire with which they played. I mean, what impressed you about some of those guys individually? Obviously, Obi had 21. Just what stood out to you about? Obviously, the effort was very much there. What else did you like about what you saw from those guys?
Yeah, it's just the level of fight, competitiveness, spirit, togetherness. They just decided that they were gonna go harder than the other team. And look, some of the stuff is not particularly pretty, but there's guys flying around and stuff like that. But our fans respond to hard play, and they respond really, really well to hard, unselfish play. And we need more of that on Sunday, from start to finish.
There'll be a lot of defensive lapses for you guys tonight. Rick, was talking about him just now. What do you feel like was leading to those? It felt like a lot of Heat players were just left alone or lost for you guys in this one.
I just felt like we didn't have the energy or urge today, but we just gotta learn from it. Remember this game and just get better.
How do you get past a game like that? How do you get the urge back in the next game? Is it responding to a loss? How do you make sure something like that doesn't happen again?
I mean, we don't want our crowd booing at us again. So it's like we want to go out there and let them know we going out there playing 110% every single game. Today was not that, and we know that. And so we're going to come in tomorrow and be better.
How quickly can you feel when the energy's off to start a game for your team, and how do you guys get through something like that?
Feel it right away. The crowd's not engaged. Usually when we're playing good, the crowd's in it. The crowd wasn't in it at all today. Miami was getting everything they wanted. But like I said, we're going to learn from it, come in tomorrow and just get better from it.
Obviously, that second unit, you guys come in, especially in the third quarter, and turn things around and make it at least competitive. And what did you like about how you guys operated and just the fire that you guys showed down the stretch there?
I mean, that's what we do. We come in and give energy, but we still lost the game. Like we win together, we lose together. We're gonna come in tomorrow and just learn from our mistakes and get better.
What's impressed you about Johnny and Enrique and Quentin in particular? Those guys obviously did not expect to be playing as much as they are a week and a half ago. What's impressed you about what they've done overall and what they did tonight?
Yeah, they put in the work every single day. We see those three guys in the gym every day. They put in the work, and they're always going to be ready for when their name is called, their number is called. You see Q go out there and has a lot of energy. Reek, he does what he does. Furf, he does what he does. So it's just a matter of being ready when your name is called. So.
How that starting group got outscored by 21 as a unit tonight. What to you wasn't clicking about that five? How can you address it in future games?
I thought we were doing a lot of dumb shit on both ends of the ball. Defensive lapses, bad shots, bad turnovers. Started playing the game the right way early. Ball was moving, hopping. And I think that we just had some dumb turnovers, bad shots, and just let that dictate our defense a little bit. Didn't get enough stops, so it's a bad combo.
You mentioned defense several times there. Felt like a ton of possessions a Heat player was just lost or left open. Was it disconnection there? What do you feel like went wrong specifically on that end?
Yeah, I think communication was bad. I think the effort was just shitty, honestly. I think the second unit did a great job, in their spurt. And, as a starting group, guys, we got to look at ourselves in the mirror. Shots make or miss. I think we just need to play harder. Their starting group just played harder than our starting group. That's really all it is.
Obviously, doesn't feel good, but what's going through your head when a whole lineup gets benched for effort like that in the third quarter?
What do you think? I mean, yeah. Obviously, it's frustrating, but, I think as a group, when something like that happens, you just got to try to pick up the next group, So, I mean, obviously, I'm a competitor. I want to be on the floor. And it's frustrating, but, I mean, that's just, the repercussions of not doing your job. And, you got to cheer on the second group, and they were awesome. So, we got to just be able to play as hard as that group.
Just to keep going with them, what stood out to you about what they were able to do? I mean, and I guess how quickly was it clear that they had more energy, that second unit had more energy than you guys did?
I mean, when they came in, they went on a run in the second half. We had just way too many wide open shots that we gave up. Let Kevin Love start the third quarter hot. And offensively, the ball just wasn't popping. And I think that, that was the reason for it looking so bad.